with the rise of a whole bunch of new anime finally coming out in today's age, and with the access of the internet, a lot of people love to do two things when it comes to very popular anime. One, push agendas. You see this especially in JJK, where they say this character is beating this character can do this, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, you got slander. Everybody is getting slandered, no matter what the anime is. It can be Dragon Ball, it can be Naruto, it can be Bleach, it can be One Piece, it can be Solo Leveling, it could be goddamn Gachi Akuta, it could be Attack on Titan, and many, many more. People love slandering. Now, which brings me into my main point of this video. So me and my brother, we was on the phone a few days ago, and when we was on the phone, I brought up a topic. There's this dude on YouTube named TSO Sage, and shout out to him, by the way. He does like a whole bunch of reacting content, but mainly a lot of Dragon Ball related stuff. And he reacted to a video saying, if Dragon Ball released today, would it still be like as popular? And he said yes, hold on. Sorry. Very unprofessional. I know. Shut the fuck up. Which led to me then calling up my brother and asking him, like, what would be more slandered, the Android/Cell saga or the Majin Buu saga? I said the Android saga. He said the Buu saga. Let me explain why I think the Cell saga, not the saga as a whole, but specifically character moments that would like ruin their PR. You know what I mean? Like they would have generational PR drought. So the main issue in the Cell saga that everybody just kind of like, what the fuck, had that reaction when Krillin destroyed the remote to Android 18, which was literally a cop out to Perfect Cell. It literally could have stopped Perfect Cell. Goku could have been saved. He didn't have to die. Trunks wouldn't have had to die. And pretty much the whole world wouldn't be at risk no more because Vegeta could have just killed Cell. And Trunks could have killed Cell at that moment if Krillin would have did or broke the remote. And I'm thinking, like, damn, I don't think Twitter will let Krillin ever survive that. Now, granted, he did pull Android 18 later, and he had a kid with her, W, and this nigga was getting his cock wet. But I don't think that he would have a good PR after that. Think about it. Him as a fighter is pretty much washed. He's been washed since, like, honestly, the Namek saga when it comes to fighting. He kind of had a comeback in Super, but not really. So think about it, man. You got the whole damn key to end everything. End all, not all problems, but end 99% of the problems going on in the universe at the time. And you sell for potential robotic pussy. I don't think y'all realize how crazy and stupid and idiotic that is. Krillin, I talked about this in one of my main channel videos, by the way, too. Krillin literally is best friends with Bulma, one of the richest, if not then the richest person on Earth at that fucking time. He literally could have just asked Bulma to either make an exact replica of 18 or make another sex bot for him. You know what I'm saying? Or if the nigga was really that down bad, Bulma, he could have asked Bulma for some money. He could have been out paying for some box. You know what I mean? Instead, he essentially put everyone's lives at risk for this woman that he just met and that he heard killed everybody in the future, and was like, he only got one kiss from her, and it wasn't even on the mouth. She walked up to him and kissed him on the cheek, and he was scared of her at first. Well, he still kind of is because fucking Android 18, but still, you know what I mean? I don't think there's recovery for that. You know what I mean? Like my brother, we're gonna go to his side of things too. He was telling me, like, one of the characters in JJK, I'm not going to say who, right? I'm not going to say who because that's a spoiler for the people that don't read the manga. One of the characters in JJK had like this ultimate attack designed specifically for them. And once they use that move, I just popped my fucking chair. That's awesome. Once they use that move, they can never use it again. It's like a final trump card. You know what I mean? And when that person used that attack, it immediately got stopped and did nothing. So that person lost their ability and lost their powers pretty much for exactly no reason. You know what I mean? So he was telling me, I think Vegeta in the Buu saga would have it worse, specifically Majin Vegeta. So you got to break this down. Majin Vegeta not only was having an existential crisis over a dead nigga, you know what I mean? I don't know why I keep saying that. He had an existential crisis over a dead nigga. He let his mind get controlled by some random testicle, and he did all that to fight Goku, which technically he won, but at the same time he really didn't, because Goku was holding back. If he wanted to, Goku could have went Super Saiyan 3 and could have speed blitzed Vegeta. You know, because I'm not about to tell you know what I mean again. If I do, I'll start dorking. But Vegeta did all this bullshit to let himself be controlled by evil again, to get this maximum power up, just to still be under Goku's heel. Then when he went to go fight Majin Buu and he did his final explosion, when he blew himself up and he thought he killed Majin Buu, Vegeta died and Buu came out perfectly fine. So he died for no reason. He was telling me, or my brother was telling me, that Majin Vegeta, or probably Vegeta as like PR in general, would never catch a break. He would never catch a break. And I don't know. I think he would. I personally think he would, because Vegeta came back, and not only did he fuse with Goku to become Vegito. Without Vegeta, we wouldn't have had Vegito, and without Vegito, the Earth did get exploded, but Goku would have died. That's simple. Goku would have died to Buu, and all of our heroes would have been dead. So I don't think you can slander Vegeta that much with that. And then on top of that, he also played a huge part in letting Goku get his spirit bomb energy when he was fighting Kid Buu. Now, granted, he was getting his ass beat, but he knew that he was going to get beat up. You know, he literally admitted, like, I'm about to get fucked up, you know? And he was telling me, like, dude, it doesn't matter that he did all that, because even when he did all that, he started glazing Goku when he was fighting Kid Buu. When Vegeta was watching on the sideline and watching Goku throw hands with Kid Buu, Vegeta was like, you're number one. He was telling me that Twitter would not let him, like, oh my God, he would not live that down. The nigga got his ass beat and turned into a dick rider? Yeah, no, it's cooked. I'm sorry. I think Vegeta has too many goated moments. But to rebuttal that statement specifically, I did tell him, if Vegeta had to go through like generational PR slander, it would be because his arm got broken. So ever since, even though he held his arm in the Saiyan saga, or was it the Namek saga, he did it. When Vegeta got his arm broken by Android 18, that has been such a meme. That has been such a fucking meme for the past few years, that every time he gets hurt now, he is holding his arm. Every single arc he gets hurt, he is holding his arm. This nigga could get stabbed through the sternum and he would still be holding his damn shoulder. It's the same arm in the same area. He's always holding like his shoulder / like bicep area. Every single time, dude. I'm sorry. Majin Vegeta, because literally, to debunk that Majin Vegeta statement, he used that same move, the final explosion, in the Universal Survival Saga, and he clutched up and survived and knocked out Toppo with it. So that in my opinion, I think that debunks the what's called the Majin Vegeta slander for that specific part. But anyways, so I wanted to come on here and like talk more about that. So that's just them two characters alone. And so now I kind of went off on a long ass rant talking about Vegeta and Krillin. But other than that, he wanted to talk about the aspects of everything else in the arcs and why he thinks that Majin Buu saga would get slandered worse, or niggas in the Buu saga would be getting slandered worse than niggas in the Cell saga. He said, for one, I just went off on that whole Majin Vegeta tangent. Two, what was it? What did he say? The Ultimate Gohan, when he said, fight you, no, I want to kill you. And then he got his ass beat. He beat Buu, and then Buu absorbed Gotenks, and then he got fucked up. And then him missing the earring would have, oh my God. He was saying like niggas would not let Gohan hear the end of that, dude. It would be a terrible day to be a Gohan fan, which I do agree. I think Ultimate Gohan, y'all know the Potential Man memes from like Megami and the Potential Man memes with Megami from JJK. If you don't know, then you don't know. But if you know, you know. He was saying that would happen with Gohan. Kind of agree in that moment until we see him again in Superhero. Oh my God, we're not going to talk about the beginning of Dragon Ball Super when he literally almost died trying to go Super Saiyan. But so he said the Ultimate Gohan for one, right? So you got Majin Vegeta, you got Ultimate Gohan. Then bring it back to Gotenks. You got this brand new fusion who is only known for getting his ass beat every single fight. When he first fused and Piccolo said, stay here, that little nigga said no. He went to go fight Buu. I made a whole video covering this fight, by the way. He went to go fight Buu, got fucked up, came back, had a huge bruise and bump on his eye, and was damn near like his clothes was torn, shredded, and everything, bro. Cooked. Then he fought Buu again, or when he went to go fly and see Buu again, because he flew around the world like 1 billion times. By the time he reached down to him, he unfused, fraud, and then in the hyperbolic time chamber, when he fought him, he let the little nigga escape. Fraud. So Gotenks, I hate Gotenks too, so I would be completely a part of that slander. I will forever slander Gotenks until they actually make this nigga do something, bro. Is that, I think, was that all of his points? I think so. With the characters, you got Gotenks, Gohan, Vegeta. I don't think so much of Goku. Damn. Who else? I think that was it for his characters. So let me bring it to my characters now, right? So that's him with the Buu saga. Here's me with the Cell saga. So for one, I already mentioned Krillin. Boom. Vegeta getting his arm broken. 2. Oh my God, right? I mentioned everybody jumping Android 17 while Vegeta was getting fucked up by Android 18. And all them niggas lost. That would have been a crazy PR slander for everybody. Now, granted, most of the Z fighters, outside of Piccolo and the Saiyans, are pretty much ass. But still, at one point, they was all wavy. They was built like that. So they would get slandered for that alone. Android 17 would be getting slandered out the ass because when Cell went to come up and absorb him, for one, Android 16 told this nigga 15 billion times, leave the damn area. And Android 17 stayed there. And there's this fucking moment where Android 17 is looking side to side like a dumb bitch. And Cell, who is this 10-foot tall ass nigga, or I think that's his height. I'm actually hold on. I'm going to look up his height right quick. So I just looked it up. It says that he is around 7 feet tall, which is still tall as hell. So this bioweapon is flying behind Android 17. So like imagine my arm, right? It's just, he's flying and he's slowly rising above Android 17. How Android 17 didn't like I know he probably can't sense energy because he's an android, but you know, like when you have that feeling where someone is just behind you, you know, the fact that he didn't see that, or he didn't see like a shadow in front of him because this tall ass fucking man figure, this alien isolation ass figure is floating right behind him. He didn't see that. And then when he turned around, Cell absorbed him. Android 17 would be getting slammed. They would be calling this nigga the dumbest nigga in anime. He would not live it down. And mind you, he only came back in Z during the Boo saga when he was robbing someone and then like putting his energy in the air. That's it. Other than that, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing for the rest of Z. So he'd be getting cooked. He would be getting cooked. Then Vegeta having a rage moment. Or no. Hold on. Before I get to that, Trunks not killing semi-perfect Cell and letting Vegeta just like try and fight with them. And of course, Vegeta letting Cell go to absorb the androids, and Trunks not just killing one of the androids. Dumbass decision. He would be getting slandered too. Then, on top of that, Vegeta, when he turns into Super Vegeta, he gets his ass beat by Perfect Cell. When he was fighting Semi-Perfect Cell, he was beating the hell out of him. And then the complete opposite happened when he let Cell transform. And dude, he sounded so cocky with it. He was so cocky and so confident that he could beat the shit out of Cell just to get one, damn near one tap. He got his back broken. The final flash, this ultimate move, not doing shit, Cell rage baiting him like, psych nigga. And he just grows his arm back. Vegeta would be getting torched. He would be getting torched on Twitter. Vegeta would be getting torched on Twitter from this arc alone. What are you talking about? 0 fights won, 1 arm broken. 0 fights won, 1 arm broken, 2 selling moments so far. So, bro, no, man, no, hell no. What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about right now? Then after that happens, we go on to the actual Cell games. And then when the Cell games happen, well, for one, this might be a stretch, but I think Goku would also be getting slandered for the heart virus. For just like, I don't know, niggas would be questioning it. I would be niggas because Trunks told him to take the medicine whenever he starts feeling the symptoms of the virus. But his heart didn't start acting up until the fight with Android 19. And they had like a 3-year time span. That's kind of a weird ass coincidence. But that I'll let that slide. I'll just let that slide because that could be considered a stretch. So Goku's off the hook. But if we go to the Cell games, I believe that, what's it called? Hell, even Gohan would be getting slandered. Gohan would be getting slandered. Not that much, though. He would be getting slandered for a little bit because he could have killed Cell. And he pretty much pulled a Vegeta where he did some dumbass shit. And then it pretty much cost him his dad's life. Goku had to teleport Cell to a different planet. And he died because of that. He would be getting slandered. Then Trunks would be getting slandered because he came back to the past for help. And after Cell came back to life, he got killed. The nigga he went through dimensions and went through timelines for help and still died. Trunks would be getting slandered to hell. Then, on top of that, when Vegeta sees Trunks die and he starts caring about him and he has this rage moment and he doesn't get a new transformation and then he literally gets bitch slapped into unconsciousness. Another L for him, right? And then the nigga literally apologizes to Gohan. Sorry, Gohan, I am. Niggas would be calling him a bitch. Niggas would be calling him a fraud. Niggas would be calling him ass, garbage. Vegeta probably would not have as much fans today if Dragon Ball came out today, he probably would not have as much fans. Maybe. I'm just sorry, bro. He would be getting so much slander. I truly, he would be getting generational slander from the Cell Saga alone. From the Cell, much more, in my opinion, from the Cell Saga than the Majin Buu saga. Krillin, I can't even go too much in on him. I already touched the remote. Krillin would forever have generational PR damage because of that. But I think that's all like the slandered points for the Cell Saga, and then the ones that he said with the Buu saga, because there's not really much you can talk about, you know? Or I feel like with the Buu saga, and he didn't really talk too much about the Buu saga. He kind of went into those three people that I said: Gotenks, Ultimate Gohan, and Vegeta. You can't really slander pretty much anyone else. Well, people will probably slander Piccolo too in the Buu saga because he was just this babysitter, but that's a stretch because Piccolo's always just been this solid team nigga. He's always been a team player, and that's literally what he was. He was a team player. So I don't know. I wanted to come on here and talk about that because it was a funny ass debate. I might bring him up here next time. Y'all should hear him. He's hilarious. But yeah, if you guys do have like an opinion, I want to hear it. Please put it down in the comments below. If Dragon Ball Z released today, which arc do you think would be getting slandered the most online?